yeah, this is the first knighting ceremony. So, an official welcome to everybody in the Twitter space here. It's so good to see you all, and this is always going to be a bit of a strange thing, I think, as the technology gets better, as we get more used to this sort of experience. We'll plan and test things out. It's hard to know how things are going to go for the future with these sort of things, but I basically just wanted to give a huge thanks to Eric for being a part of this with me. And actually, what I should do is share the metaverse space with on the Twitter space. But just before I do that, I wanted to congratulate Eric on being the first Knight of the Gods, and for being a part of this journey with me, and experiencing all this stuff with me. It's been an honor for you to be a part of this. And yeah, you've been a huge part of this journey. I can't say it enough. The amount of feedback and everything that you've told me over the time. And so I'd love to hear some words from you, just about why you've maybe chosen these pieces in the Metaverse Gallery, and what this collection maybe has meant for you. Any sort of interesting stories and stuff. And just while you do that, I'm just going to pin up the tweet on the Twitter space. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you.
Well, it was an interesting story. I got into the NFT scene, I want to say, early November, and right off the bat, it was kind of overwhelming because there's so many platforms and looking at so much different art and trying to figure out, what's got utility and all those other terminologies, and you want to pick good projects, stuff that's going to be around. So I actually came across your project when I was on Rand Gallery, and I was just kind of scrolling through the fresh offers. That became like a daily thing where I would just start to familiarize myself with who's out there, what's the art, looking at price points, this and that. But I was always captivated by your work. I always, right out of the gate, it's like, wow, that's different, that's amazing, and I really liked what you were doing. It just had a different look and a different feel than everything else out there. So with the approval of my son, he was like, all right, this is really cool, Dad. I really like it, you really like it, just go ahead and get some pieces. So I started with my first piece. And to be honest with you, off the top of my head, I want to say one of the first pieces I got was one of your golden statues. I don't know if I put one in here tonight, but I'll look.
You did, yeah, you did, the little beetle one, yeah.
Yeah. So that one was one of my first pieces, but the thing that really kind of sold me, or really hooked me, I should say, I think the best word is getting hooked, is just that. Visually, I was just so attracted to your work. Everything else in the NFT space is a little bit more, not as defined or refined, and maybe a little bit more cartoony at times. And I just saw the pure artistry in your work. And then I just started getting one more, and then I would get another one, and then I would maybe shuffle twice. And then in the end, just because I was always constantly in spaces, you were there. You were talking not only just about your art, but about who you were, and that was kind of like the catalyst for me to say, yeah, I'm collecting. This guy's serious about what he does. He loves what he does. He's very innovative, and I'm gonna start a nice little collection. Well, actually, here it is. The first piece that I ever did get is actually the Christmas piece right here, this gift.
Oh yeah, of course. That was the Christmas collection is such an early one. Yeah. No, yeah, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I think it's a one of three, and I'm totally okay with that, just because I love this one. The colors, the brightness. It had a little different feel to some of your other stuff. The other stuff was just not as colorful, to be honest with you. It was a little darker, and it was my baby step into your world, because I didn't what is all this stuff? What's this guy all about? So this was my feel-good piece. Well, I'll buy this from the start.
Yeah, well, so just to say, this was a one of one. I remember I released, I think, maybe 10 pieces in the Xmas collection, And I always remember that there was some interesting views on that. They never really moved as fast. I don't think people really connected with it, just because Christmas is a strange collection to have. But I'm honored for this to be in your top 10. Like, I didn't expect this one to be in there, but it's great to see. And
Well, cool.
So, are there any more final words, or we will begin our ceremony of knighting Eric? It's actually here. I'm excited.
You're ready. I'm ready.
Are there any words from anybody else, like Mr. Turp or John? Just anybody that wanted to add anything, maybe to give a bit more context about your understanding of Eric, like how you connect and why you're here. Just to be in this space and stuff too. Like, I'd love to hear from the other people.
John would be perfect for that, because John and I go way back. I was talking to John when I first started collecting some of your work, and so we talk a lot. So he'd be perfect. Like, if anybody might have a clue of who I am or what I'm about, it would definitely be John.
Throw me on the spot, why don't you?
Oh, like if you just wanted to say maybe why it
you talk good about Eric.
Yeah, well, you could tell us why you think he should become a Knight of the Gods. I don't know. I'm not like, I guess I did put you on the spot a little bit, but if you feel like you have anything to say, I'd love to hear it. But you don't. If you're just like, nah, get on with it. Tell us.
Eric himself is kind of a knight in his own right. One hell of a father, one hell of a guy.
I think that perfectly sums it up. That's great words, and thank you, John. That's a great thing. All right, so now let's actually get over to the knighting ceremony. So over here, next to the obelisk, and for people listening that don't know what is going on, we're in the metaverse at the moment, and the audio didn't really quite work, so we're using a Twitter space to be able to communicate. But yeah, so we are over at this obelisk. It doesn't have a full name yet, and I was thinking about it, but at the moment it is just called the obelisk. Eric, you'll be standing up on this rug and looking up on the at the obelisk, and honestly, it's quite a simple process to become a Knight of the Gods. The first part really is believing that you are a Knight of the Gods. All you must do is look up at the obelisk and say to us all, I am a Knight of the Gods. And so, whenever you're ready, you tell us now what you are.
As I look up, and I can say, I am a Knight of the Gods.
Awesome! You're right! Yeah, I love all the clapping and stuff too. Congratulations, Eric. You are the first Knight of the Gods. And what I must say now is, so the plan for you is that I'll be putting your name up on my website. That will be a list of the Knight of the Gods, and I'll be sending you an NFT that you can have forever. It will be frozen in your account so that you can't sell it. Not that I think you would, but so that it becomes like a certificate for your life. I also, yes, clap, I see in the Twitter space by Tomoses, thank you. I will also give you a special role on Discord, because that was something that someone mentioned just the other day too, that I thought could be really cool. And I'll eventually develop a Knight of the Gods chat. What I'd love to do in the future as well, for a benefit for the Knights, sometime in the future, once we have a few more, is to do a live D&D session where you can be a Knight of the Gods, and you can maybe submit an Algo God NFT, and we can put that in the story somehow. But that's all in the future. This is now. Eric, you're a Knight of the Gods. It's an honor to have you as the first Knight, and I feel like you will be one of many. This is such a great moment, and I'm so glad to experience it all with everybody here. Eric, is there anything that you'd love to say now that you are a Knight of the Gods?
Yes, I would like to say it's a complete honor. This could have been anybody in the world, but it was me, and I'm going to wear this armor, and I'm going to carry forward your work. I'm going to always promote your work from a perspective as a fan, and just out of just sheer respect for what you can do. And I look forward to getting more people in here and seeing this grow, because the more there are, the stronger we're going to be.
Thank you so much, man. And yeah, like, I am so happy with the amount of people that have come here and experienced this with us. I didn't know what to expect, but the amount of people that have come in, and like, unfortunately some of the people early on had to leave, maybe because of computer issues, but that's just the nature of this. This is also new, the new technology. But this, like, because originally it was going to be a Twitter space, but then I thought, no, let's do it in the metaverse. Let's make the Hall of Knights. And even though it came with issues, man, this is a step in the right direction, I think. And it can only go up from here. So, and that concludes our knighting ceremony. Eric?
Yeah, I just want to say the gallery is outstanding. I thank you for putting in all the work that you did for it. And even though we're not able to speak in the gallery, it's still great to run around and see all the gods.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it was great to be able to walk around and just, like, actually see the artworks. I think that was that's an important part of this ceremony.